Okay, even the dog is joining the pre-work preparation craziness. As you can see, I have my incense and candles burning. Um, I have on my list for this week to finish my altar setups. It was very important for me to get at least something on there. And sitting here today and commune with the saints, commune with Santissima Muerte, who still protects my house, who very much desires my company. And so does Saint Martin de Porres, although I commune more with him at work because I am in service to the elderly and really connect with my ancestors. I I like to do my offering plates again and want to get that set up. And I was going to turn the yoga room into like a study thing, but I'm just going to keep it what it was, which is like kind of like an exercise room, my sauna. I wanted to show you something interesting. I was having a problem with some troublesome ancestral spirits, and so they have their own corner where they sit and behave and in time out. And that is my own homemade cascarilla powder and a water glass and a candle. I just refilled that water glass. And so here I'm going to ring the bell. I always give the shells a little shake, call up the ancestors, the beneficial ones, because some of them are a little grimy, they're jealous, they're bitter, who knows, I don't know. These two that I was having trouble with, they're very deep, old ancestors, and so I just had to really give them in time out. I might have to do some for some more. When you get into this work, you attract all kinds of entities. When you work with a deity like Santissima Muerte and things like that, you can attract a lot of negative entities. I've not had negative entities so much as I've had a lot of ancestors coming forth, and some not not such good ways. Someone that has been coming to me lately is Baron of the Graveyard, and so Baron Samedi. I don't know a lot about Baron Samedi except that when I see some of the pictures, it brings up very not so good memories of my childhood sexual abuse, and I'm not sure why that is. And so maybe I wonder if that has any connection to why I change around my ancestor table a lot. My ancestors are from all over the world, and well, not really. They stay focused on two main areas, which is West Africa and Europe and the Near East, which is to say your Balkans, your area down like Turkey and things like that. Those are where my Indo-European ancestry, I'll just say it like that. West to east, all of the European continent. Anyway, and so that's what I deal with. And some of the history isn't so great. I will say that the two oldest ancestors that I had was an Indian and a colonist, a European colonist, and that was a very obsession, rape, exploitation situation that went tragically wrong for the both of them, and this is what it is. Anyhow, and that's not me making that up. This is in a spiritual consultation I had with a very good YouTuber by the name of Sensista Brujo Luis. I highly recommend him. He's on point. And that was revealed to me. But here I am, I'm making this video because I really need to get back into practice. And this is actually the first day in a while that I have rung my bells and shake my beads. I actually got the idea of the shaker from Starseed Healer, Sister Stone. And so I do that. And this is actually the first day I've lit candles and done incense and everything in a long time. And I know the return will be complete once I get my tablecloths and my food offerings and stuff back up there. I don't know why I get like that every now and again. All I know is I let it go too long and I get taps on the shoulder. And you see how Santissima Muerte's sigh is kind of pointing in a different direction. Yes, when I was putting her in the closet, it turned the other way all on its own, and I did not even touch it. And she appeared to me as a little girl. I would say a little girl, like a preteen, and she looked very much like myself when I was at that age, and very vulnerable, and so I'm back in practice. I have in the back of my head that I have a very much a deep desire for ritual, and I don't think it's so. I don't know if that comes from the years of growing up in the Catholic Church, but I know if I go too long without it, I just don't feel right. I don't feel right. I think in my head, just as a person perfecting a talent, it's like self-discipline or a practice that I need to do. Like you need to do walking and exercise to stay in shape. You need to eat right. So you plan your diet and you lay out your food and things like that. Well, this is spiritual health. And so when you pray, when you meditate, when you come into your prayer closet and you honor your deities and you speak to your deities, your deities, I think, want to hear from you. They want to hear your problems. I was just happened across some religious channels, and they were talking about Jesus wants to hear your concerns. Well, it's just the same way with every other deity. They want to hear your concerns. How are they supposed to help you? I think they do listen to the mind chatter, but if you don't direct the problem to them and you don't ask them for help or anything, they're not going to help you. So I am back in the game. St. Martin de Porres, Santissima Muerte, and my ancestors who I have to reconnect with on a continual basis. My saints, I got to get the deer antlers up because this is the season of my where I get back, I start thinking a whole heck of a lot about my Germanic roots and my Germanic heathenry stuff, and I get very into Mother Holy and the wild hunt because it is the start of hunting season here where I live. And I pray for the men and the women that they have a good hunt and they honor the forest, the spirit of the forest, the animals, and they use every part of the animal, even the deer hides. Here they save the deer hides. Every part of the animal is good. And so that's where I'm at. And now I'm going to get ready for work. You have a good day.